goes to MRH-90, the Taipan helicopter. General, the Defence Minister has decided to replace the Taipan helicopter platform with Black Hawks after the Whitsundays crash. I want to express my condolences for the loss of those service members, and especially to their families and their unit. Defence has known about these issues with the Taipan helicopter for more than a decade. The question many people are asking, it's a question I'm asking, is whether this helicopter should have been pulled from service before the Whitsundays crash, and 4 people are dead because Defence or politicians or both kept pushing it.
Senator, firstly, thank you for your expression of condolence and consideration of the families, friends and the people we've lost. I very much appreciate it. As I noted in my opening remarks, in responding to your query, we have to be scrupulously careful not to in any way impinge on the independence and the objectivity of the 4 investigations that are underway. The investigations by the Queensland Coroner, by Comcare, by the Inspector General of the Australian Defence Force, and most particularly with regard to the Defence Flight Safety Bureau. With that, I'll pass to the Chief of Army.
Senator, I think I can help in regard to your question about the withdrawal of the MRH-90. As you recall from our last conversation, last estimates, it was always our intention to withdraw the MRH. It was due for withdrawal from the 5th Aviation Regiment on the 5th of August this year. And clearly the tragic accident in the Whitsundays occurred on the evening of the 28th of July, immediately after which there was a cease of flying for the aircraft, and then, as the CDF has outlined, there's an active air safety investigation underway as we speak. The advice from the Defence Flight Safety Bureau is that that investigation is likely to take approximately 12 months, which takes us into the latter half of 2024. We would have had to have signed a sustainment, an additional sustainment contract this quarter of this year to continue the option to fly the aircraft, which we were going to withdraw from the 6th Aviation Regiment in Q4 of 2024. So the calculus on a value for money basis in the first instance was it was not worth spending the money when there was no, or there was in our assessment, a low probability that we would return to flying. And if we were able to return to flying, it would be for a fraction of 2024. And the other key consideration was in regard to being able to, if we're able to further accelerate the introduction of the replacement, the UH-60 Mike Black Hawk. So those 2 factors were the key factors in consideration for the decision to withdraw the MRH-90 this year in late 2023 rather than in late 2024. In regard to the other elements or the other questions that you framed, I'll just refer to the CDF's comments about ensuring that we respect the process of the active air safety investigation. It's very important that we don't contribute to any sort of speculation so that air safety investigation and indeed the other 3 inquiries and investigations can continue to do their work.
Thank you. And I must, before I continue with my comments or questions, I must say that I've been very critical of this helicopter. Nonetheless, I want to compliment Major General Jobson and Major General King for the generous time they spent. They've spent twice now providing me with information on this. Their hands are tied for similar reasons that you've just given, but that's not something they had to do, but they did it, and it's appreciated, and they did it very well. But it still goes back to the core issue for me is, do politicians and Defence senior personnel have blood on their hands for ignoring the issues that have been rife throughout the Taipan's operational history in Australia? On notice, could you please provide me with a list, including the dates and titles of every report or briefing provided to Defence or created internally raising issues with the Taipan platform?
I'll take that on notice, Senator.
Thank you. In relation to the Whitsundays crash, were there any delays to vessels that were capable of participating in the research and rescue operation being tasked to do so?
Sorry, Senator, could you just want to understand exactly what information you were seeking there?
I just want to know if there are any delays, if there were any delays to vessels in the area of the Whitsundays crash that would have been capable of participating in the search and rescue operation. Were there any delays from them being able to do so?
Senator, that line of questioning will cut across the Queensland coronial inquiry. So I don't think we're in a position to respond to it.
I can see how it may be part of the coronial inquiry, but I can't see how it would impact the result of the coronial inquiry, because it's just fact.
Senator, that may be or not, but this is too precarious a place for any of us to be. So while these inquiries are underway, we will say as little as possible and preferably nothing at all.
It's understood that one of the exercises at Talisman Sabre involved a photo shoot with partner vessels. Is that accurate, and when was this held?
Sorry, Senator, I'm not following. With what vessels are you referring to?
We understand that one of the exercises at Talisman Sabre involved a photo shoot with partner vessels. I don't know whether that's American or Australian. Is that accurate, and when was this held?
Senator, we'll take it on notice and reply.
Thank you. So the next question fouls the coroner's inquiry. On notice, could you please provide a schedule of all Defence vessels that were in the Talisman Sabre area of operations on July 28th, and exactly when each one was tasked to assist with the search and rescue operation?
Yes, we'll take that on notice, Senator.
Thank you.